Hello my lovelies, how are you? Welcome back, this is Captain All Blue here over at CGPirates.com. I really hope you're doing well. Okay, so if you watched the last part, which was about building the base map, okay, and explaining a little bit about textures, you'll know that I left you with a couple of complicated things that I haven't explained yet. Everything comes in time though, so don't worry. So what I'm going to start off with today, well, straight away, is the roughness input. Okay, now if I double click on this again, and I'm using my right mouse button just to move around and my mouse wheel to go in and out, you'll see that we've got all these lit up little marks just here. Okay, now we've already wired our color into the base color, but we have a metallic, specular, roughness, emissive, normal, ambient, pixel depth and well position. You don't need to know what all of these are at the minute. We're just going for stuff that's very, very simple. And what we're going to be using is this, the roughness slot. Now, the roughness controls how rough or smooth a material surface is. And it's as simple as that. Now, this can be represented either by a number between 0 and 1, so 0.1, 0.2 and so on, or it can be represented by a picture in black and white, where the darker the image is, obviously, the rougher the piece is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce some images. Now, I've got these as examples, and you can go and download things like this straight away for free off the Unreal Marketplace. But this is one that I got from Megascans, and as you'll probably know, the Megascan stuff is free. Now, the one I'm interested in is this, which is my roughness. And what I'm going to do is I am going to just drag my roughness to here. And then I'm going to move this away. There we go. Now, if I just save it, so I'll just make sure it's highlighted by clicking on it and do a Control and S, and then double click on it. This is what the roughness looks like. Okay, now this is supposed to be concrete, so it kind of looks like concrete, doesn't it? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here and drag it into my material, this open material window. And look, it's given us this. Okay, well there's a lot going on here, isn't there? But don't worry, we don't need all of it. We just need this one, which says RGB. Okay, and RGB is just red, green, blue, and that means it's mixed all the colors together. So I'm going to click here and drag it off, and it's going to go straight into the roughness. And now look, if I just use my left mouse button and move around this, you can see it's got all these rough parts here that aren't picking up that shine like it did before. And I can just break this, so break links, and you can see without it, this highlight here doesn't get broken up at all, does it? But if I just put that straight into there like that, well, straight away you can see there's a big difference. Now, I don't want this blue anymore if I'm just doing a plain concrete material. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drag in a material to replace it. Now, they're often given lots of different names for base. A common one is albedo. So I'm going to drag the albedo just down here and let go. And then I'm going to move this away. And I'm going to do, just click on it once, Control S. And then I'm going to drag this in. And if I drag it by its top bar, just make it nice and tidy, then I'm going to select the blue and just hit delete to get rid of it, and then I'm going to click in the RGB and just take it to base color, and that was it. And now you can see that we're starting to get a much more complicated looking material here, and all we've done is just drag these two things into here. So I'm going to click save. Close that down, and there you can see the material now is on here. And that's how we apply some images for the roughness and the albedo, which is our base color. Okay then, so in the next section we're going to take a look at the normal input. Okay, so I will see you on that part. And as usual, if you've got any questions, please go onto the Facebook group, which you can find at the top of the website. There's a little link for it, or you're welcome to ask questions in Discord, or just shoot me an email. Bye bye for now.